All right, all right. So we are here today as part of the 100-day AI Build Challenge. My name is Savion. I'm an AI consultant with Managed Marketing Partners here. I'm using HighLevel's AI Studio. It's going to be a really fun, just like gaming app, just to stretch the possibilities of what you can do with an AI Studio. There will be some other apps that we build throughout the month where it'll have some utility for business and productivity and things like that. We'll get a little bit more advanced as we move along, but we're just kind of stretching the boundaries a little bit with AI Studio. Just to kind of share with you a little bit about what we made yesterday. That was a lot. You see the different ray casting. You can move around. There's physics, right? You can't go past the trees. And if you click a cat, oh, hold on. If you click, look at the little feet moving. If you click a cat, you get a cat effect. So you click the cat, you gotta find the third cat. It's right there. All right. And we get portaled into a new world here. And boom. See, we are in a new world. Look at that lighting. All right. So just kind of showing you a little bit how we stretched AI Studio yesterday. Let's go ahead and stretch it again today. So for today, I wanted to build something like a remake of a very popular game, Frogger. If you all remember Frogger back in the 90s, it was a really fun, really addictive game. Everybody played it. So I'm going to go ahead and use one of my tools that I have installed in my computer called WhisperFlow, and we're going to go ahead and just talk to AI Studio. And we're going to go ahead and we may get cut off on WhisperFlow because it looks like I have 84 words left. So let's see how far we get. So let's go ahead and begin. I'm going to go ahead and walk through my framework as we do this. In every video, I walk through it. If you're unfamiliar with the framework is called Cupid. That's CPID. The U is silent. It was just to make the word, but C stands for consulting, P is planning, I is implementation, D is deployment. So we always start with consulting and planning before we even touch a line of code. So we have to instruct our AI virtual assistant to work in that way too, because the native field for AI Studio is to build. As you can see, let's build. It's gonna rotate to another let's build thing. Once it finishes, there you go. Let's build an e-commerce store, right? Bunch of stuff, right? So let's build something amazing. Yeah, you don't want to type those kind of prompts inside AI, Ask AI, because you'll never know what you're gonna get. But with following our framework, you'll know what you get. So let's start with C. So C is consulting. This is when we're actually going to be able to talk, just toss around different ideas with our virtual assistant, and we'll tell it not to build anything first, that we just want to talk. Let's do that. Hey, so I just want to go ahead and build a fun, engaging app. But wait, before you do anything, don't do anything yet. We're just talking here. What we're going to be doing is building an app for the old game Frogger. I wanted to have that very retro feel, that nostalgic feeling of the 90s when everybody was playing Frogger. Um, I'd love to toss around some ideas with you to make this feel a little bit more unique as well. So it has that nostalgia, but it has that uniqueness as well, that can only come from us. And I'd love to add a little bit of extra realism to it with some React 3 .js, and also like maybe some ray casting. Just make it feel more realistic. I want to make sure we have physics as well implemented with this, so that way the cars passing by actually, hit the frog if it hits it, right. I want it to be a very engaging game that you can use your arrow keys up and down to move backwards and forwards. And then I would love to also maybe a little twist in this could be a like an obstacle in the way. You'd have to press the space bar to jump over the obstacle before the car comes by or the truck or whatever, right? Um, but that's the basic idea. Again, don't do anything yet. We're just talking here. I'd love to know your thoughts. What do you think about this idea? All right. And apparently I hit my word flow. Let's see. So we're going to be building a really fun, engaging, different version, but we're still in nostalgia version of So okay, so here we go. So take a look at this. So we actually went into that prompt there. We told it not to build anything, and it didn't build anything, right? So your Ask AI, your virtual assistant, is going to listen to you. You don't have to start with the build. I always recommend start with consulting with the idea, then go into the planning, and then the build. The build is like pretty much the last thing before deployment. Okay. I love this concept. Let's see what it says. I love this concept. It perfectly bridges the gap between classic arcade nostalgia and modern web capabilities, blending in the rigid, grid-based movement of the 90s Frogger with a actual 3D physics and lighting will make it feel incredibly fresh. Here are a few ideas on how we can push those ideas further. The aesthetic. Since we're using the React 3 fiber, we could go with a PS1 low poly look or vibrant voxel art. This keeps the retro charm, but lets us play with dynamic lighting, shadows, and raycasting to make the headlights of the cars actually illuminate at night. I love it. Let's go with PS1 low quality. And we're going to just answer these questions here, right? Just responding back to our virtual assistant. Physics and chaos. Using a physics engine like React Rapier means collisions don't have to be a simple game over. If a car hits an obstacle or another car, it could swerve or crash, creating unpredictable dynamic traffic patterns you have to react to on the fly. Whoa, that is cool. Okay, that might be interesting to see. Sure, this sounds great. And we're going to do 3. The jump mechanic, adding the spacebar jump is a brilliant twist. It adds a Z index to a traditionally flat game. We could introduce a rolling barrel, road barriers, or even debris from car crashes that you must jump over, forcing you to manage both directional movement and vertical timing simultaneously. Great. And camera movement. Idea camera perspective. Instead of a stripped down top-down view, an isometric or slightly tilted behind the back camera view really show off the 3D depth and physics. Perfect. I'm gonna say, so look, it's already kind of like prompting me to start building. We're not gonna do that. You see, it's a fantastic idea. Whenever you're ready to actually start building, we can set up the 3D canvas and physics world. For now, what kind of retro virtual style are you picturing in your head? Blocky and colorful like Crossy Road, or something a bit more gritty, low poly like an early 3D console game? We've already said we want the PS1 low quality, right? Um, but let's repeat. Don't build anything yet. We are still talking here. Is there anything else you feel would make this game feel more engaging and addicting to play? So we answered and we followed up with another question, just kind of like talking back and forth. Like I call it my virtual assistant because it is a member of my team, right? So we're going to be going ahead and see, it's still not building anything, right? Isn't that wonderful? Did you know that you could do that? Well, here you go. So we're talking through the idea of making it solid before we actually build. The PS1 low quality aesthetic combined with real physics and isometric view is going to look incredible. It gives us that perfect balance of retro charm and modern polish. Since we're brainstorming on how to make it highly addictive and replayable, here are a few mechanics we could layer in. The near miss combo system reward risky behavior if you jump just as the car is about to hit you. You get a near miss multiplier and a satisfying sound effect. Chaining these together builds a massive score, encouraging players to play dangerously rather than play safe. I like that idea. 2. Dynamic weather and time. Since we have 3D lighting, we can randomize the environment on night mode, where you can only see the road illuminated by sweeping car headlights, or rain mode, where the physics change slightly, making the road slippery so cars occasionally hydroplane or your jump slide a bit on landing. That is cool. Okay, 3. Collectibles and unlocks, place shiny rotating low poly coins or VHS tapes in the most dangerous lanes. Players use these to unlock bizarre new characters. Instead of just a frog, maybe you play as a low poly pigeon. Great. I like your thinking. Give it a little compliment, right? It's working hard for you. And crunchy PS1 audio and music. The sound design is half the addiction. We need compressed, crunchy jump sounds and Doppler effects of zooming by. Oh, yes, I almost forgot the sound effects. Thank you for remembering. This is all great. Do you feel we have enough to jump into the planning mode? If you feel we have enough, let's go ahead and plan out this whole app. I'd love to see how we are going. Please include, I'm going to say. Please include how you'd scaffold the files, segment the phases, and all the dependencies we will need. I want you to write this out like a document you'd hand over to a developer so they would know exactly how, why, and what to build. It should not leave any missing gaps. Build this because as you build this plan, because it is the foundation of our app. Remember, no building yet. We are now just planning our idea out thoroughly. And we send that out. And give it a little reminder always like, hey, don't build anything yet. We're just talking. Hey, we're just planning. I want to see the whole plan out like you'd be handing it to a developer. So you're giving it like a role, right? and it knows how to truly compose that document so that way you can always go back. Look, nothing's being built yet. Isn't that incredible? So this gives us full control over how our app to interact. So here we are. Uh, and my computer's freezing. I don't know why. Let's see here. Wow, see, look at this technical document. So here's a comprehensive technical plan and architecture document for the Retro 3D Frogger project. Technical architecture and implement plan, PS1 Frogger physics. Um, a modern physics-driven reimagining of the classic Frogger arcade game, styled with a PS1 era low-poly aesthetic. The game features an isometric 3D camera, physics-based collisions, dynamic lighting weather, and a near-miss combo system in crunchy retro audio. Core dependencies. To achieve the 3D rendering and physics and state management without performance bottlenecks, we will need the following packages. 3D rendering, 3, so React 3 Fiber, React Wrapper for 3.js, React 3 Dri, useful, helpful cameras and environment presets. Guys, we're learning stuff here. How incredible is that? I didn't know about the camera presets and environment presets for DREI. Like, we're learning stuff, and we can take that learning into other projects. Like, I didn't know really that React had like uh, a 3.js wrapper, right? Now I do, and now that's why I asked, hey, we're gonna use React 3, right? So you can be more specific and guide your virtual assistant in a way, and you can train your virtual assistant in a way. That's the most important part. Physics, React 3 Rapier, high performance physics engine for rigid bodies, collisions, and velocity. State management, the stand, crucial for game loops, allows us to manage score combos, game stats without triggering heavy React re-renders. Audio use sound for managed crunchy low fidelity SFX and looping music. UI and styling, Tailwind CSS, Framer for smooth UI overlays, menus, score pop-ups, directory. Look at all this that is building. It shows just how we're going to be building out the directory so we know where to find things, right? So individual car logic, physics, vehicle.tsx. So it's going to be all of this in our folder. Development phases. Phase 1, foundation and environment setup. Initialize the 3D canvas, isometric camera, and basic lighting. How? Set up canvas with React 3D Fiber, use React Dri or orthographic camera or a positioned perspective camera to achieve the tilted isometric view. Lay down basic planes for grass, roads, and water, using low-res textures to mimic PS1 graphics. Why? Establishes the visual scale and perspective before introducing complex logic. And it goes through all the different phases so we know what we're going to be building and how it's going to be breaking it down. And it also helps your virtual assistant with this as well. We're going to say, okay, great. This all looks wonderful. If you feel comfortable moving forward into the implementation phase, I'm good with that. Let's go ahead and start with phase 1. Now, guys, we're moving from planning into implementation, right? And that took about 20 minutes with this particular project, right? Going into consulting, then going into planning, and now we're in the fun part. We know exactly what we're building, how we're building it, why we're building it, right? And our virtual assistant knows exactly how we like to work. So now we're going to be building our app from scratch. It's going to set up everything that we need to. And we know confidently that it's going to build exactly what we want, right? So let's just sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, your favorite adult beverage, or child beverage if you like apple juice or something like that, right? And let's sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, basically. Now that we did all the hard work, we can relax and reap the benefits of that, right? Without guessing what's going to be coming out. So this gives us more specificity. And if you want to see more of the apps that I've built in the meantime while that's being built, if you go to 100dayaichallenge.com/share/Savion, you will be able to see my achievements. I'm on day 47 of my 100-day AI build challenge. And these are all the different apps that I've built, all here. These are 46 different apps. If you like, I built these mostly in Claude Code, and I've just started working more in AI Studio, building some incredible stuff. I'm going to be doing some real estate stuff as well. So if you're into that, stick around. We're going to be making actual functional applications for the real estate industry, and also different types of industries as well. Integrating APIs. We integrated an API from NASA for this one. This one's pretty cool. I always like to showcase this one. Now, all the stuff that I built in the past is all public access. You can go to the GitHub, you can clone to GitHub and use it in your own projects. So it's all open source, my gift to you guys. But check out this. Look at that application right there. How cool is this? And actually, it's an education app too, because you can literally move your mouse over any country and pop open with facts about the country. So you can learn more about different countries around the world. How cool is that? Okay, enough of Spaceship Earth. You can go ahead and check it out at 100-day AI build challenge. 100dayaichallenge.com/share/Savion. I'll put that in the chat here. And let's see here. Okay. I've implemented the PS1 style 3D Frogger game. It features a fixed player control with jumping isometrics, blah, blah. Okay, so let's see if it actually built it. Now, sometimes we do need to help it out, right? It's saying build unsuccessful. So let's go ahead and try to fix it. Now, if it does continue to give us issues, we will iterate back and forth to our plan and fall back on actually grabbing the code, putting it into something like ChatGPT or Claude Code, and having Claude Code analyze the code for any bugs and then just give it back the feedback. And that's pretty much how I built the other app too, so that way I can properly build this. Oh, okay, here we go. It's fixing some stuff here. I'm excited to see this. Okay, still some errors here. Oh, there we go. Let's try to fix it one more time, then we'll ask it to go back to the plan just to make sure that it has downloaded all the dependencies and everything. We just gotta give it a little bit of guidance, right? But you can literally build anything you want with AI Studio. It's amazing. So cannot read properties of undefined reading S. Type error cannot read properties of undefined S. Where is this? Node modules. Hmm. And you know what? I actually ran into this issue when I was building the other app. So what we can do is actually go back to our other app. Okay. going to go ahead and copy this. And I'm going to go ahead and pop it into the other chat and see how it fixed it itself. And then it'll go ahead and fix it on the other end. So let's see here. Here we go, AI Studio. Hey, this is not related to this app, but I know you had the same issues with this, colon, paste the error. How did you fix this in this app? Please give me some instructions that I can pass to Ask AI in my new build that's facing the same issue so that we can fix it, please. So it's going to go ahead and give me some instructions that I can pass over. Okay, here we go. Here's the exact prompt you can copy and paste into AI in your new build to fix it. There we go. Look at that. We just copy that. We're going to paste it because it ran into the same issue, so it remembers what happened. So we're going to go ahead and okay. So now, there we go. So it says the read properties of undefined S is caused by a version mismatch between React 19 and React 3 Fiber, compounded by Vite's aggressive caching. Please fix it by doing the following. Number 1, in package.json, downgrade React and React DOM to 18.3.1, downgrade types React to 18.3.23, and ensure React 3 Fiber is at 8.15.12 and run the install. Most importantly, clear the Vite cache to remove the still 19 chunks by either deleting node modules.vite or adding optimized force, right? Okay, and let's see here. So we're still getting a little bit of the same error. Okay, now we can resort. Let's do one more thing here. Please look back at the plan and dependencies and make sure we have installed all the dependencies needed. Yes. We're going to make this work, guys. This is going to happen. All right. We're really pushing AI Studio here, but we're going to see what's going on here. We're going to fix this, and it's going to become stable, and it's going to be awesome. You sometimes have to have a lot of patience with it. Ah, there we go. So downgraded the 3D dependencies, 3.js, React, and Rapier to a known stable combination for React 18 to resolve the reconciler crash. And look, we have a game that works now. Okay, okay, great. Uh, did we build the rest of the game, or did we just do phase one? We built out the core foundation phase one, which includes the environment, play movement, physics, vehicle spawning, and basic UI HUD. We still have more phases to go to make it a complete polish. Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's move on to phase two. Perfect. Let's move on to phase two. See, this is the exact reason why we created the plan, because we were able to actually pinpoint and give it a question as to where it is in the process. If we didn't have a plan, we wouldn't know where to ask, right? So we said, okay, do phase one. It did phase one, and it came out with the game. And we're like, wait, it's not working. Did you do all the other phases? Like, no. Okay, great. Do phase two now. All right. So now it's going to work on phase two. It's going to do phase three, right? So now we have a direction for us humans and also for the AI. See phase one, phase two, player control and physics integration. Phase three is that. We have phase four, and we have phase five. I like the glowing effect, I said. Okay, here's phase two of the game, the river and moving logs. I'm not seeing anything. So, um, we should be seeing, let me ask it. When I click start game, should I be seeing something? Or is that build in a later phase? So you just have a normal conversation with it. That's why I said treat it like a member of your team, because you're going to have a back and forth conversation with your virtual assistant, right? As it builds and until you actually create something that you love, right? Well, let's keep going. If you're ever curious as to what AI Studio is doing, you can click on that button right here, this little arrow. It'll open up the details and you can see what it's editing, right? It just replaced some stuff in the scenes, right? The green means it's been added. The red means that it's been removed, right? Here's some more. Ah, now we can see things. Oh, look, we can move with our block. Oh, that's a big jump right there. And look at that. Woo! That's funny. Okay. And look at the physics. You see the lights shining, right? Let's take a screenshot of this so we can let the AI know visually what it's built. Okay, great. This is what I see now. Is this correct? And look, you see the lighting passing by the cars? That's super realistic with like car lighting. Look at that. That Yes, that's exactly correct. What you're seeing is the screenshot is a PS1 style low poly aesthetic we planned with isometric camera angle. The rigid physics-based obstacles, trees and rocks, um, the vehicles on the road and little green cube as a frog. The dark, moody lighting with the fog in the distance gives the retro arcade feel. Um, are you happy with how it looks, or would you like to tweak the lighting? Um, I'd like to have a, let's keep it like this for now. Let's move on to phase 3, please. And let's play our game while we wait. I love the do. Go, 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 go. See, there's physics. I can't like move into that block right there. All right. And I have realistic shadows. Look at that. Oh. Oh, I want to get hit by the car. Oh, no. All right, so it's going through that. Let's see. Woo! I got the bonus. Woo! I want to see the cars crash. Let's see what happens there. Woo. Oh no. Oh, oh boy. Oh, guys, this game is awesome. And we built it with AI Studio. Can you believe it? Look at the shadows. Look at that. Oh man. All right, so we did phase 3. It's building that out right now. Now the frog now features squish and squish animations when jumping and landing. You added a custom particle system that triggers when you crash, fall in the water, or reach the end. Additionally, sound effects for jumping, crashing, spinning, splashing. Okay. Oh, look at him. Look at him wobble. You saw that? Now he wobbles. Oh, and he gets a little skinny. Did you guys see that? He gets skinny when he jumps. That is hilarious. Oh, yay. I like the additional. Okay, great. So we're just going to guide it phase by phase as we see the build. Oh no. Oh no. Whoop, whoop. He jumps really high. Oh, but you guys see that lighting? That lighting's awesome. And we'll be able to get different environments, different oh, I almost got ran over. I got ran over. So now the physics is down. We have the ray casting with the lighting and how it interacts with the environment. We're doing really good, guys. And you see, it just took a little bit of kind of like talking back and forth with it, understanding how it works, and helping it figure itself out. We actually didn't really need any Claude or ChatGPT because we experienced it in the last app. We fixed it, and then we asked our last app how it fixed it, and then we gave it instructions here. How amazing is that? Okay. And you use a thing, you can create like a scoreboard, like a local scoreboard, using a thing called local storage. So local storage, if you're unfamiliar with it, is browser-based storage. And it's only available on your computer, on that browser that you're in, but it allows you to keep like a consistent level, right, of where you are, your score, your highest score, things like that. And it stays within that browser. It's pretty cool. That's what this suggestion is right here. Oh, we can add new levels. Okay, great. I've implemented phase 4, which includes progressive difficulty, cars and logs speeding up your score increases, persistent high scores use local storage, and on-screen mobile. Okay, so it's already using the local storage. Look at that. I can't see anything over here. Skinny. That's so funny. And he wobbles. Oh no! Look, now it's saved my high score. So now that's gonna be saved in my local storage. So I'm just gonna have it go through all the phases so it doesn't forget anything. And then we're gonna add refinements, like make it look more like a frog, right? And then we're gonna add other characters that we can do with different interactions. So we're on phase 5. Let's see here. Phase 5 is audio and retro polish, add sound effects, music, and PS1 visual quirks. Integrate, use audio for jumping, crashing, okay. Add a post-processing pass if performance allows to snap verticals to grid or lower the render resolution to truly mimic the PS1 hardware limitations. Yep. And phase 5 is the last phase, and then we can start defining it a little bit more. Hmm. And look, it's giving us some cool recommendations. Add power-ups like invisibility, invincibility, speed boost, create new levels. Okay, So now we have new stuff here. We have our coins. We have new buses that are passing by. I don't know where I am. Okay. Okay, wonderful. Can we please have different levels as the user passes a level? It progressively gets harder. Let's first start off with 3 different levels. I want to start the first level easy and sunny, and then it gets harder with rain, and then possibly lava. I want you to play around with different options. Also, yep. We'd start with that. We don't want to give it too much at once, right? So now we're just kind of changing up the level structure. And then what we're going to do is actually change up the cars and the actual characters so we can see it. My character has disappeared. I don't know where he went. He is in the ether. I can't even believe. Oh, oh, well, that was fun. Okay, now I can play normally. Here we go. Let's grab this power up. Now I can move faster. Oh no! Okay, so where am I now? Where am I? Oh, splat. That sounds hilarious. So let me show you what local store. So remember, is that 162 is my high score? So if I refresh, 162 is still going to be my high score because now this number is saved into my local storage. It's a little techy, but that's all you need to know, okay? I missed it. Oh, almost got ran over by a bus. Let's get these coins. Let's make that money. Ooh, risky business here. Oh, darn. All right, so it's setting up the levels for us. This should be interesting. All right, so first level should be bright. So I'm taking a screenshot here just so you can see what it's doing. The first level should be bright and sunny, please. Look at that. That is so cool. I love how you can see. I'm just nerding out on the physics and the lighting, because if you can build something like that in AI Studio, literally you could build anything. Anything. Okay, I've updated the lighting environment colors for level 1. The sky is now bright, sunny blue, the grass is vibrant. Let's see. Why is it still... I would say, please remove the fog. Okay. The fog can roll in later. We'll probably see if we can add something like that. So now we removed the fog, and there we go. We removed the fog. Great. So now we have our little app here. Look at that. We got, oh, splat. Try again. You really got to be careful. Wow. Oh no. That was almost a splat by a bus. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm cursing on YouTube. Oh my God. Oh man. Look at that rain. And it's continuing where I left off. Oh my God. Whoa. Whoa. Oh no. Oh, I'm dead. Bring, bring me back. Splat. Wah, wah. Okay. Let's see here. Remove the fog. That was really cool, guys. Oh man. Guys, this game is giving me back some nostalgia. Frogger. I love it. If you remember Frogger. Okay, so let's see what we can do. Can you please make the cars look more realistic and have the proper body shapes? And look at that lighting as it's bouncing. You can see the light. That is so cool. And you know what? We'll make them look like coins. That guy just crashed into the other one, but it didn't do anything. All right, let's copy this. I'm gonna give it some feedback. Now it's just about feedback. Like this game's already looking really good. So it's actually editing the car body shape so it looks like actual cars now. Look at that. Boom. Guys, all you have to do is ask. All right, let's see here. Can you please make the frog look like a frog? So that's changing the main character. Look at that. The cars look like cars now. They're like boxy cars, but that's the aesthetic. And you see the shadows on the bouncing coins and stuff? That's really cool. I might actually make them coins. That might be fun. And I gotta fix that physics in the back. I don't know what those are. Are those logs or I don't know what they are. Okay, now I look like a frog. Look at me, I'm a frog. Okay, so I'm gonna give it some feedback. I'm gonna say, can you make these? Can you please make these look like coins? Always being polite is gonna get you a long way with AI because you wouldn't be rude to a member of your team, right? So AI is part of your team here. They're your virtual assistant. So now we're making it look more like coins. And now literally you can make like a Super Mario game with this too. You look at the coins. It looks like something you'd find in like a game like Super Mario. Um, let's see. What else do we want to fix? Oh yeah. The I'm gonna take a screenshot of that and I'm going to feed it that. Can we please work on the crashing physics? Whoa, he jumps really high. I knew that was gonna happen. All right, so let's check out. We gotta get to new levels. Let's see. I just want to see what the new levels are. Oh, putain. Okay. I love his wobble. Wait, whoa, okay. Let's work on the jump because he jumps. Oh, he jumped way too high and he splatted himself. I want to jump on top of this tree. Hello. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right. I'm done playing around here. Let's see. Why are you jumping so high? Why are you jumping so high? I think to add more to the realism of the frog, we should probably make it maybe hop, right? As it moves. Guys, we're making a game with AI Studio, like a real game with leaderboards and physics and lighting and everything like that. Like you're becoming a designer here, which is incredible. And you're making an app that people can actually use. It's incredible. I have no words for AI Studio. High level, good job. Instead of a wobble, can you make the frog character hop? do little hops instead. Also, um, don't please make sure gravity is a factor here so he doesn't jump so high. All right, so the crash should look more realistic if one of these things crash into each other. I guess it's not going to crash now. All right, let's grab. Oh, there we go. See, you saw how it was wobbling before? Now we're going to have like little hops. Boop, 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 like a frog. I've updated the player's movement animation to feature little hops instead of a wobble and increase the gravity scale while adjusting the jump force so the frog doesn't jump too high. He's he's hopping now. That's what we want. There we go. Okay. He's so cute now. Yeah, these cars are moving so fast. Ooh. Whoa. I'm scared. So, oh my God. That was only level two? Like, let's add the fog element back in, but make it a poison fog that slowly approaches the main character, that builds up behind the main character to make him move forward and not be able to uh, for, to force him to to keep moving forward. Think of this as a battle royale game closing in. Each level is a different environment, but should be from the same perspective, meaning the character shouldn't have to go backwards. Just keep moving forward. Don't forget our elements as well, please. Uh, 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 uh. Now we're just having fun. Now we're game designing at this point, right? So let's see. So we're making it almost like a battle royale kind of thing. Oh, shoot. All right, let me get my coin. Let me come here and get my coin. Okay, okay. I gotta get my coin here. And boom, I made it. Oh Lord. How do you freaking pass this? Oh, that's how. Where is he going? How do you get how what's the next level here? I don't see it. Okay. Well, now we're gonna be getting poison fog. What's this? Why is it looking like that? We gotta. Huh. I don't like it to look like that. Why is it looking like that? And it's taking over the entire game. I want it to creep up in um, puffs of smoke building up. Okay. Did you know that you could bake stuff like this in AI Studio? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And if you could turn this at the end into a lead magnet, props to you, right? Like, hey, enter your email and we'll send you whatever, right? That'd be a very interesting lead magnet. Okay. All right. I see it. I see it building up. Oh, shoot. The smoke should start off screen. Also, can you please add more dynamic shape to it so it looks more like bellow. How do you spell bellow? Bellow of smoke. Bellow of smoke. I don't know. I'm spelling it wrong intentionally. Bellows of smoke. Right now, it looks very geometrical. Can we make it look more like smoke? So transparency, more like smoke. Okay, we'll just say more like smoke. Right now, guys, again, we're still in the implementation phase. We're iterating in the implementation phase to get exactly our vision and to refine what we're building. We haven't changed the direction. We're just adding on, right? We're adding on to make it feel more like our product, right? Okay, so it should begin off screen. See, there it is, beginning off screen. So I can, oh boy, it's coming. Oh my Lord. Oh no. All right. Yeah, that fog looks really nice. Oh, it's making me nervous too. Gotta get all the coins. Oh, I'm gonna miss this one. Let's go. Oh, I was writing it. What do you mean? Let me get this one first, and then I'll get this one. Oof. Let's grab this. Ah, it's coming. How do I keep going forward? Okay, so that's one thing, one part of the game that we need to solve. What happens at level 2? Oh my god. If I can get past level 1, that is. No! Alright. Uh, so this is what I was talking about for level 2. Level 2 should start again from the bottom of the screen. So the character has somewhere to go. Right now, it's starting the character at the top of the screen and forcing the character to move backwards into the smoke. So I gave it a screenshot of what it's doing, and then now it's going to go ahead and fix that as well. So screenshots, really good, healthy tip. Give it as many kind of visual references as you can to perfect what you're building. While we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and play again. Wow, the smoke really does add some ante, doesn't it? Oh my goodness. Hopefully you guys can do better than me when you play this, so oh my god. I'm not gonna have time to grab the other coin. Okay, so now, you see it's forcing me to go this way because the smoke is coming that way. And the smoke is moving off screen. This is hilarious. All right, so let's try it again. And yes, we built this in HighLevel AI Studio. Okay, so now hopefully scene 2 works better. Okay, let's just play it to get to scene 2. That was so close. How did I get splat? Oh my goodness. That was so close. Oh, and he drops off there. I saw him fall. That's so funny. But wait, I'm gonna message it. Mm-hmm. I don't know what these things are in back. Are they logs or cars? I have no idea. I'm getting points as I'm falling, I guess. That's kind of weird, right? Okay. All right. So I'm getting a little tired, guys. So I think once we fix this, we will just call it a night. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot, shoot. That fog is coming in quick. How did I get splat? I don't remember getting splat. It starts off on level 2 in front of a car. So it's working on that. So this implementation phase, guys, can take the longest amount of time. As you see, this is where we're spending most of our time, right? Because this is where you're narrowing down the product, you're refining it, and then the last step is just deployment, which is the D in the Cupid framework. So we're almost there. Go ahead and publish it. I'll share it with you guys so you can play it. It may not be a fully finished game, but I did start this live pretty late. So um, if you're curious about how this would be developed more, or you're interested in making something like this using my framework, please comment the word framework in the chat, and I can send you some swipe files to get you started, and we can talk more, consult about your business as well. Okay, if I can try not to get hit. Here we go. How'd I get splat? Oh my goodness. Ah, no, let's go. Oh no, he's stuck. And so is the fog. That's interesting. All right, let's refresh. Let's go to a new tab here. Okay, fog, relax. Ah, oh shit. That fog was moving in quick. All right, we have this. Oh no. Guys, see if you can beat my score of 750. That's my highest score so far. Oh no. Oh no. Oh shoot. All right. So you guys understand the point here. This is going to take a lot more refinement, but we can definitely do more with this app for sure. But for now, I'm going to show you once, say, for example, we're happy with the deployment. the implementation, we're going to go ahead and deploy it by clicking on publish. Don't worry about the domain just yet. We have to publish it first, and then add your SEO stuff right here. And we're going to apply changes and publish. So once you've published, you can update your settings, add a custom domain, edit your title, your description, your social image, and your icon, your favicon, right? Apply changes. But now we're good to go. We have a full website that we can go to. And you guys now have access to this game live public, so you can play it as well. And again, if you have any questions, again, my name is Savion. I'm with Managed Marketing Partners here. And I hope you enjoyed this video of different things you can do with AI Studio with HighLevel. And you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And thanks again for joining.